Good, I'm in the hood all day. TV on the court, ball play. Oh!
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Bezo, PageTurnertv. How's everybody doing today?
I'm good, man.
Oh, I'm great. I feel exuberantly well.
Exuberantly well.
Thanks,
We got a street correspondent here. My homegirl, Ceejai.
Hey, everybody. How are you all? Thank you for tuning in.
And the question of the day is...
Light skin versus dark skin.
Wow.
Oh, sorry. That wasn't
Okay, yeah.
I won't give my 2 cents.
Please don't. You're light enough.
Catch you later.
Hey, it's CJ from PageTurner Entertainment. We are here in Hampton at the Peninsula Town Center with our question of the day. Team light skin versus team dark skin. We want to know what you all think. Here with me today, I have a beautiful young lady, even toned skin. Could you tell everyone your name?
Miss Janice.
All right, Miss Janice. Now, how do you feel about team light skin versus team dark skin?
I don't think that is fair.
And fair as to the darker ones or the lighter skinned people?
Just period. I mean, for us, the black community.
And do you think that it puts like a barrier in between the darker toned people and the lighter toned people?
It always puts a barrier because, it goes back in slavery time, really. So they really can't help, the light-skinned people really can't help the way they feel because this is all that they know.
And what about the darker toned people? Do you think that they are more so put on a lower standard, or?
Well, the light-skinned people try to put us on a lower standard, but they can't because we are the highest that it can go.
Hey, well, you heard it first here, people, from Miss Janice out here at the Peninsula Town Center. Is there any advice, anything that you would like to tell, the younger crowd or anyone about the skin that they're in?
Just deal with it and thank God that you're living, and try not to treat people differently because people are the way they are, and it's just something that we can't help between the dark and light. We can't help what happened back in slavery time.
So do you consider yourself darker?
I'm black and beautiful, baby.
Hey, well, thank you so much, Miss Janice. We will definitely let everyone know how you feel, and thank you so much for your opinion. And this is
Sierra.
All right, so how do you feel about the team light skin versus team dark skin?
I think it's a serious double standard. Like, it's become a serious thing these days. Like, lots of people make posts on Instagram and Facebook about it, and it's kind of like a war that's going on.
So how do you feel? What would you label yourself as?
I'm definitely light skinned.
Definitely.
Talk about me.
All right, so the double standard, where does that put you, as far as dating or your social life or things like that?
I mean, if a guy specifically wants to compare me to a dark-skinned girl, then I feel like he's childish. If I'm dating him and that's your thing, that's what you're on. Oh, she's light-skinned, or oh, she's brown-skinned. I don't have time for that.
Okay. One of the biggest debates are the attitudes of light-skinned girls and dark-skinned girls that I've witnessed and that I've heard. So how do you feel about that?
I don't really feel like it's true. Regardless of what your skin tone is, you can have an attitude. So,
how's your attitude?
I'm there. You can call me light skinned. It's okay.
So what do you think it'll change? Do you think that the double standard will eventually change? Because a lot of queens or Nubian princesses are evolving, I should say, where people are taking more pride into their own skin color, whether it's darker or lighter toned or whatever. Do you think that will help the double standard?
No, I think it'll eventually go away. I think right now it's just something, it gives people something to do, a little bit of excitement, but I don't think it's something that's going to forever reign as, a real conflict in life. No.
So what would you say started that double standard?
Probably television, and the way that black women are portrayed on television, and certain roles that they have, especially if it's a true story and that woman is supposed to be of a darker complexion and they cast a lighter complected young lady. That's when the issue really comes about. A lot of dark skinned women come forward and they express their, their own personal issues because they are of a darker complexion and maybe they feel a certain type of way about it. But I think that is where the root of it lies in television and how women are portrayed in media.
I think that makes like perfect sense. Would you all think so? All right, well there you all have it, live from Sierra. We're out here, and we want to know what you think. So continue to hit us up with any of your question of the days. All right? You want to say anything?
All right, the first topic is if the American dream is dead. All right, now here's the scenario: you're born, you go to school, you go to college, you get married, you have 2 kids, 1 on the way. You buy that station wagon. You buy the convertible because you're going to go through a midlife crisis. Got the white picket fence. You got a dog named Ruff. Is that still the norm or no? Prince?
Was that ever like the norm? Like, was that really the American
leaving the
dream?
Beaver Times and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's what they try to portray. But I think the American dream is different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that was the environment you grew up in, then yeah, that's the norm. That was the American dream. So that probably have not changed for you. But some people in other areas and in other cultures, the American dream for them is just, making sure you had enough money to pay your bills, or be able to send your kids to a good school, or even have a nice car that I can get to work in. You know what I mean? So
I agree.
The American dream is different. I think that what people are perceiving as the ultimate American dream is to be rich and lavish and have all the cars and money and travel and live like the Trumps. And I'm not saying that's not achievable. I'm just saying, some people are looking at it as that is the American dream, and that's a part of it. That's the extreme version of it.
That's what's portrayed mainly.
Yeah.
Like as far as the American dream for me, my American dream personally, I'm from East St. Louis, so it was just to get out of there and to make something happen, to do something positive with myself, to have other people that's from other places to appreciate where they came from. Personally, the American dream for the white picket fence and everything, I think that's all imagination. You said Leave It to Beaver Times and things like that. Claire Huxtable was like my American dream, and the Huxtables and all of them, the Cosbys, they were really, really good for me. So I think that they instilled in the African American community that you can as well live like the Beavers, but in the Brady Bunches, without having the picket fences. You can live in New York in the streets or whatever, and your street could be right here. I think, honestly, the American dream, for most people, it's not what it used to be.
Yeah.
It's not the white picket fences and the station wagons and the dog named Ruff, because I know a dog named Boosie. So,
Yeah.
So I don't think that Ruff or whatever that scenario, typical scenario, is the American dream.
Now, statistically, they said 60% of people think the American dream is dead, whether it's what you said or whether it's what you said. So. What about in the middle? Since middle class has been kind of disintegrated, it's just the haves and the have-nots now. So, what do y'all think? Is there any chance for the middle class to? Is there any chance to get a middle class?
Yeah, I think that the great thing about America, I have my own views on, the country we live in is a wonderful country, and I probably would never live anywhere else. But the wonderful thing about America is that we are able to go and make our own dream. And we have the autonomy, and we have the ability to go out here and create our own life. And when I seen Barack Obama become president, that for me was like, you know what? Everything that I ever thought that I want to do, I can do.
Yeah.
So for me, it's when people say, hey, no, not just the have-nots. Do you need to get yourself in the way of being a have?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't
put yourself in the mind frame of being a have-not. You know what I mean?
That's really a lot of people. They are. Some people say that you are offered the same opportunity as other people, but I think that's to a certain extent. Barack Obama had like a great lifestyle growing up. Of course, he could have went down a different route, just like anybody else that's given that opportunity. As I said before, like I come from the hood, but I didn't choose that route to go like the typical route. I didn't do the baby mama drama and the going out all the time and all of that. I decided to do something positive, and I think that we do control that.
Right.
You could very well be somewhere else in the streets right now. You can do something total opposite of what you're doing right now.
Right.
So you are in control of that. As far as the dream, I think that dream sometimes in a way is dead, and in a way I blame that on social media. Like sometimes TV, yeah, like well, I really do blame that.
Well, basically, I mean, just saying that all together. I mean, you know, like you were saying, piggyback off of you, you know, that's your lane. You're supposed to, whatever you do that. I mean, plenty of immigrants come in here and then they just take over.
Yeah.
You know, you see it in our communities as well as Chinese stores and your hair supply shops and Chinese restaurants. So definitely, you know, it's all about how, you know, you stay in your lane and just strive for perfection and everything. We're going to get to the next topic. We'll get to the next topic. I know that's every topic that we have is just part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, or whatever. So we're going to get to the next topic and everything. The next topic is mental illness. Now, I'm a social worker.
Okay.
So people come into my office. I'm not going to tell you what type of work that I pretty much do, but the social work, I get a lot of people that come into my office. And I get to talk to them for about 5, 10, 15 minutes. And you can tell there's something going on with them. And I think mental illness needs to be addressed in the Black and brown community. I should say Black, Hispanic, or Latino community. What do y'all think about that?
You would.
I think in the African American society and even the Latino society, it's one of those things that people don't want to talk about. You know, like crazy Uncle Ed. You know, crazy Uncle Ed, always been crazy Uncle Ed, and nothing's wrong with him. He's just crazy, you know. But the fact that, you know, Uncle Ed has some deeper issues, and but we brush underneath the carpet like it's nothing, I think that's been going on for so long. In other cultures, they know when it's a problem, they need to go get help. If it's talking with someone, or if it's medication, or whatever it may be, their families are more prone to go get them help. But you know, in our culture, we don't think that's a problem. You know, we just smacking your hand until you get right. Until it's too late, until something really bad happens, and either they get locked up, put in a mental institution, or worse.
Homelessness. They use other things like drugs or drinking to verge into something else. As far as suicides, I can't necessarily say that I know too many African Americans that get caught up in a whole suicidal thing. I think that if it does come a part of the African American communities with men with domestic violence, they kill the person that they've abused or whatever, and then they kill themselves. That I've witnessed that part as far as suicides. And then the kids with bullying and issues like that. I think that we should talk to our children more about some of the things that they do. A lot of kids smoke weed and they do things, and they get their blunts laced and all of that. And that's just real life things that I've witnessed myself from other children. And it does do something to them. Like crazy Uncle Ed may have got his cigarette dipped into embalming fluid one time or another, and it does affect them later on in life. And like you said, people don't talk about it. And when it's swept under the rug, people eventually you get dust bunnies, and dust bunnies eventually cause fires, and fires aren't a great thing to deal with. So I think that we should, as a whole, as an African American community, as a Latino community, minorities period, we should become the superior and talk about the things that are happening in our community. I think that we should seek more help. Even some people are embarrassed. I feel like some people may be embarrassed. They don't want to take the medications, and I do think that some doctors do just call it something that it's really not, just to get that little check off or whatever. I mean, I think that we.
There's nothing wrong. You know, a lot of people ask, well, you know, I'm scared to go talk to a psychiatrist. Where I say it's nothing wrong. Sometimes you need to get, you need to vent. You know, because you don't want to be on top of a tower shooting off, people and stuff like that. We've seen that plenty of times. Or some of the cases where guys are running up in movie theaters or schools and shooting everybody and stuff. Definitely need to talk it out there. Now, there's some statistics as well, too. 6.7% of the population have depression. Do y'all believe that? I think it's more, but do y'all believe that? I think it's
more. I honestly do think it's more.
Yeah, I think it's more, and the reason we don't know it's more because they're not talking about it.
They don't talk about it,
Yeah. Also, too, as far as 5.7% of the people have bipolar. Do you believe that, or is that
it's more?
I think it's more, too.
I've run across more than 5 0.7% of those every day.
Every day.
I at least have about 20% of people I deal with have bipolar.
Well, I mean,
every
that's
day.
the same thing when they come into my office and everything, and they're talking and stuff, and I'm looking at them like, yeah, you need some counseling.
Yeah,
on the couch.
Some people think it's just a bad attitude. Like, she just got a messed up attitude.
Nah.
It's a little bit deeper than that, baby. Like, you need to go and get some kind of help. But, I mean, somebody called me bipolar one day. I don't think that I'm bipolar, though, but I think I should go get checked out.
I mean, if you feel you need to.
But I think I'm bipolar, though.
You can have bipolar tendencies. See, the thing is, people don't realize some of these disorders are actually traits that you pass down from your family history. And because we have never talked about Uncle Ed being really, you need medical attention, we just brush it off and it gets passed down. Nobody ever pays attention to it. So I think that as a family unit, we need to make sure we talk about that more and get more help for the family. So.
Definitely. So I guess we can all conclude that for this topic right here, I mean, definitely if you feel the urge or the need to commit suicide or do something bad to yourself, you definitely need to get some help, man. There's nothing wrong. Talking to somebody, friends, psychiatrists, family, whoever, definitely, or us, definitely get some help in there. But we're going to pay some bills. We'll be right back. It's your boy Bezo, PageTurner. Now turn the page.
Alright, y'all, we are back. It's your boy Prince Hakeem, and this is Famous Radio. We're going to head over to the phone lines real quick and take a call. Let's go to line 1. Hey, yo, caller, you on Famous Radio. What's good?
How you doing, Prince?
I'm good. Who I'm talking to?
This is Erica.
Erica, how you doing? What can I do for you?
I'm having a problem. My boyfriend doesn't find me attractive anymore, so I'm trying to figure out what can I do so that he looks at me like I'm sexy again.
Okay, so I see your problem. I'm going to help you out with that. What I need you to do is put on that sexy lingerie he likes so much, and as soon as he come in the door, I want you to...
All right, we back. It's your boy Bezo from PageTurnertv. Check us out at facebook.com/PageTurner Entertainment. Next topic is, crazy topic here, is chivalry dead? Chivalry dead. Is chivalry dead?
CJ.
Oh, my opinion here. Okay, thank you.
I'm going to give you a scenario. Let me give you a scenario.
Like I said, ladies first.
You decide you decide to go on a date with a special young man.
Okay.
He doesn't pull out the door for you when he picks you up. Close the door. You close your own door. You're walking up towards the restaurant. Doesn't open the door for you. All right. You get to the seating. He doesn't pull the chair out.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
That this young man has not been raised with manners, especially for a woman. I don't think that chivalry is not dead. Well, I don't think it's dead. I don't think that it's enforced. I don't think that a lot of parents tell their kids like, hey, this is nice. Well, they're young men. This is nice to open up the door for a woman. It's nice for you to, let her go in first. It's okay for you to pull her seat out for her without making her fall. Like, I think that social media is responsible for that. I think that the reason, because like chivalry was one of those things. It was like a respectful gesture from men to women. But I think nowadays some women make it so much easier for them to not do it, to not respect them enough to open up the door, because everybody wants to be Miss Independent, and when you like, I can do this myself, and sometimes we don't let the men open up the door or pull our seats out or order our food for us.
I just have a problem if I do that, and it's to any random woman. She doesn't say thank you. That's a pet peeve of mine.
Well, that goes back to manners. It's not being taught at home.
You're welcome. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's hit home.
Yeah, it did. It got a little personal there.
It did. I saw that.
Yeah, a tad bit. It did.
You had to reset yourself by fixing your glass.
Yeah, I had to. Reset myself, man.
Do you think chivalry is dead?
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Did I say it?
Or no?
Yeah, or no.
Or no.
No, I think that it definitely starts at home. I don't think social media has anything to do with a guy not being a gentleman.
Okay.
I think that it starts at home. His mom and his dad needs to teach him how to treat a young woman. Keyword is young woman. Now, me being a guy, okay, I want to explain something to you ladies. When you're dealing with a gentleman, okay, he peeps and see if he's dealing with a young woman. Now, if you're not being a young woman, he's not going to do things that a young gentleman is supposed to do for you.
Message.
Hint. I will not pull out the door. I'll open the door for you. I will not pull out the chair. I will not get out my car and come to your door and get you when I need to take you on a date. You know why? Because you're not acting like a young lady. Now,
what are they acting like?
You are treating like a thought. Now, the thing is, if that's how you are acting on social media, then this is how you will be treated when you're in public. Now, some guys do need to understand, even if a woman is not necessarily being all the way ladylike, that's her mom's fault. Let's go talk to her. You know, you still have to be a gentleman in some sense. You know what I mean? It's the way you talk to a female.
Yeah.
I think the females are more susceptible nowadays to be called out their name. And they call themselves out their name. So you just already took a point away from me even being a gentleman to you. Because why? I don't need to.
And there's point
You're making it easy. You're making it easy for me. Now, we had talked about a topic last show, I believe. But the thing is that you set yourself on a particular standard. Now, if you walk around and call yourself a bad B, guess what? Guess what I'm going to call you?
A bad B.
Because that's what you are, okay? My thing is, you have to put out what you want to get. And if you're not putting out that you want to be treated like a young woman, or if you want a man to treat you like a young woman, a young lady, then he's not going to treat it to you. You make it easy for me.
I mean, agree with that.
I feel like, I do have my extra on this, okay? Ladies, you can't open the door by yourself. You can order your own food. I respect that. So let's not act like your hands are broke. My thing is, help me help you help us.
Okay.
Okay?
I like that.
If I do something for you, do something for me. I'm not talking sexually.
So send a message to the young men. Like
young men. Young men, listen to me. Come closer. You have to be willing and able to put yourself on a higher level. Now, if you want people to look at you and treat you like a young man, a young gentleman, then you have to do things as such. First thing, pull your pants up.
Thank you. First thing. It's first.
Okay? You buy underwear and pants separately. Okay? So please, make sure you pull your pants up. Okay? No more tats on the face. You got to stop that. I'm not against it wholeheartedly. If that's what you want to do, that's what you're going to do. No more tats on the face. Okay? And speak with proper English. It's part of it. It's more, but we'll talk about that later.
All right, like I said before, all these topics here is like topics part 1, part 2, part 3, all
we have no
part 20.
time for all this.
Yeah, we really are. I guess we're just going to do some more time for this, man. But basically, for the fellas and for the ladies, man, the golden rule, definitely the golden rule. Now, hopefully y'all know what the golden rule is, treat how you want to be treated.
I was just about to say enlighten.
So definitely.
That's even treating yourself how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever seen The Bronx Tale?
Yeah.
That's my movie. Like, I love that movie.
Yeah.
You notice how the girl reached over the seat and she opened the door for the guy?
Help me help you help us.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful.
Because
I would love to.
She didn't pull that thing up.
That would have been selfish. She would have been very, very
dropped
selfish.
your asshole home. You didn't take the level.
All right, here's the next topic here. Here's the next topic. What is the true definition of a friend?
Huh.
There's levels to it. Shout out to Big Mills. There's levels to this.
There's levels.
Levels.
I've always learned that, I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. My grandmother's always told me that you're blessed to have one good friend.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the true definition of a friend? I'm going to start with Prince with this one here.
Why you gotta start with me?
Because
I'm a good friend.
Okay, real talk though. me and Prince have been friends for a long time. I'm not going to even say years,
So without
right,
ages.
Yeah.
But it's close to 20 years.
Close to 20 years and stuff like that. So we have we've seen a lot. We've experienced a lot. We went through ups and downs and everything like that. So what is your definition of a true friend?
A true friend is somebody that no matter what you are going through, they have your back 100%. You can be wrong, but in front of everybody, they'll make sure that you're right. But then privately, they'll pull you to the side and say, hey, listen, man, you might want to tighten up, brother. I don't think that was the best move for you, but I'm not going to make you stand out here and look, crazy and silly. But for me, I don't have a lot of friends. And the reason being is my friends are like my family members, you know what I mean? If like B's like my brother, you know what I mean? Which means if we go out, nobody will ever harm this man as long as I'm around. He knows that. You know what I mean? Because I would really risk my freedom for him. You know what I mean? Because that's my boy. You know what I mean? So, and that's the same thing. If it's a female, you're like my sister, and I'll protect you as such. And you know, if you can call me, B can call me 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Hey man, I'm broken down on the side of the road. I get up my bed and I come and get him. That's just what a true friend is. If you need something, you can always call on that true friend. And it wouldn't be an issue. They don't do things for you to see what they can gain from you. They do it because they want to.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of people nowadays confuse a turn-up partner with a true friend.
Right.
They think that just because they go out and have a great time that that's my girl, that's my B word, that's we down and this and that. Like me and my great friends, man, I can tell you, oh my God, my best friend, we've done some crazy things together, and she keeps me on my rocker. It's always that one friend that keeps me or keeps you on your toes. They, like you said, they don't let you down. They tell you your rights and from your wrongs. And I honestly don't think that your true friends, I don't think they condone ignorance. Like, if it's a real good friend, they want to see the better in you. If it's a real good friend, sometimes they can be just as ignorant as you. But I honestly think that true friends, that, like you said, they're there for you whenever you need them, even when you don't want them to. They have their way of showing up, because true friends you don't look at them like friends. They're like family. So they know you more than just what an associate would or a classmate would know you as. So I honestly do think it's just loyalty, respect, and just an honest trust. Those are some of the 3 basic things what will start a great friendship. Absolutely. If you love somebody, if you respect them, and if you trust them, all of that stuff has something to do with each other. And great friends, a lot of people don't have them. Yeah. Like, I know I got me a few. Shout out to you, Renita, Keisha. All right.
Absolutely, man.
Definitely, I agree with both of you. I mean, about true friendship and everything like that. You know, I was talking to Prince the other day. I was like, a real friend wouldn't even put you in a certain predicament.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
You know, like for instance, you know, I get into a fight and, you know, I break somebody's nose and I go to jail and stuff like that, and I continue to do that over and over again, then you're questioning my friendship. Like, I'm continuing to bail you out. It's costing me money.
Not condoning that ignorance.
Yeah, it's taking food out of my family's mouth and everything. So I believe that when you become a true friend, you got to watch out for yourself, and you got to definitely watch out, you know. You shouldn't have to put you in a decision process to be like, well, you know what, I don't even want to.
Yeah, if it comes down to it, it is what it is. But I think also the number one thing of being a good friend, you always got to be 100% honest with your friends.
100% honest.
Even if it hurts to the bone, you got to be honest with your friends, because the thing is, if I can't tell you as your friend, nobody else will.
That's that constructive criticism.
Yeah, and some people can receive it. Some friends can receive that. Some friends can't, but the thing is that I can respect a friend and say, hey, Prince, you really, you know, da-da-da-da. Either way it goes, I still love you. I just think that da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? Yeah. And being honest and truthful, especially with something that's harmful to them. You know what I mean? If I was a crackhead, I want, you know, Bezo to come to me like, yo, Prince, it's cool you keep showing up for the show, but when you come in, your clothes aren't ironed, you got a little bit of white stuff around your mouth, and I had to question some of the things you were talking about, you know what I mean? Something is the move for you, so, you know, we're going to make other arrangements, but, you know, that's just being honest with a friend.
I like that predicament thing. You said friends don't put you in, crazy predicaments. I totally agree with that. I think friends do respect that. They respect your space. They respect the person that you are, the things that you're trying to do in life. I think that good friends, would keep that in mind, like, before they call you to go kick it. Like, what do you have to do tomorrow? Like, if you got an exam the next day or something like that, and a friend say, hey, Cine Bistro is popping. Like, okay, I got an exam. All right, well, hey, I respect that. Now, that's a good friend. I think that's a great friend. But with somebody that's like, hey, girl, we can do that together tomorrow and this and that, like, putting stuff off, that's not a good friend. That's a turn-up buddy. Like, people need to, weigh out the difference from a turn-up buddy and a real legit friend.
Got you. We're gonna pay a couple bills and everything. It's your boy B.W. We back and everything, PageTurnertv. Hey, check this out. We got an exclusive interview with B.W. Webb, starting cornerback for the Dallas Cowboys. I got a chance to interview him at the Mike Vick weekend. Check it out. Exclusive interview with B.W. What's up?
What's up, man? How y'all doing, man?
Doing all right. This is you back home.
Back home, man. Feel great, man. Back in the 757, man.
Right. So, what do you think about this Mike Vick weekend?
Man, I love it, man. It's all for a good cause, man. We out here giving back, man. It's for the kids, man. Having a good time doing it, man. Because a lot of athletes, you know, they go away and they forget where they come from.
Right.
I mean, it's a great thing that he's doing out here.
Got you. So, if any of the kids asked you any tips and advice, what would you give them? What type of advice would you give them?
Stay in school. That's what my mother stayed on me all through college, man. And that was one of the best feelings, and the best thing I could give to her was getting my degree.
Got you. How important is education for the kids? How important it is?
It's important, man. I mean, you know, everybody wants to play football or everybody wants to be that guy, you know, just go straight to the league and everything. Right. But just to have something you can fall back on and say that you accomplished something, that's something that's real great.
Got you. B-Dub, I appreciate it. I know you want to go out here and mingle with the kids. I appreciate your time, bro. All right, we back. It's your boy Bezo, PageTurnertv, man. I'm glad you enjoyed or glad I had the chance to look at the show. Definitely hit us up at facebook.com/PageTurnerEntertainment. CJ.
My Instagram, I love my Instagram. I love gramming, guys. It is Sooty_Pulchritude. That is Sooty, SOOTY_PULCHRITUDE.
All the letters in the alphabet.
Yeah, it means black is beautiful. Thank you. All right, and my Facebook, guys, is CJ Sooty P Jenkins. You'll find me.
And you can hit me up on Instagram at Hakeem or on Facebook at Prince Hakeem 80, or you can actually just go ahead and hit me up on my website at www.famous-radio.com. You can also hear me 24/7 on Famous Radio Live. Just go to our website. You can listen to us right there.
And of course, you can just Google all of us. Because we're known like that. You can Google.
Don't Google me. Some other stuff gonna come up. All right, I'm lying. I know I'm gangster because I'm up here and I'm like bang bang gangster oh blah.
Show me your lip.
Oh yeah, this is a curl up lip. Wait a minute. I was about to laugh when I did it, so you know what? But then you know. Sometimes we don't know what to do, but we just do it, you know.
Check us out next week, man. We're gonna be talking about topics crazy galore and everything. Once again, hit us up facebook.com/PageTurnerEntertainment. Now turn the page.